What's up, everybody? Welcome into another edition of Team Bankroll. I'm your host, the big man on campus. This is the Football League Show, the show where former England and Premier League striker Flash Watson and I, the pride of Southeast London, take a look at the lower leagues of England and try to make some money. We've had a great success with this show. We've done really well. We're coming off a pretty nice week, Flash. We had some nice winners last week between FA Cup and the Championship. In the championship, we gave out Birmingham, Norwich. You look at the FA Cup, we gave out Portsmouth and Gillingham and Oldham and Fleetwood and Lincoln and Woking at 8-1. Flash, how about that? Got a couple losses as well.
Yeah, it's good.
Finished 9-5 for the most part. I know you had a treble that came in. It was a good week. Let's try to build on it, Flash. How you doing today?
Yeah, I mean, and the biggest thing I was most pleased with was we saw goals throughout. And I think there was probably only maybe one or two out of the 10, 11 games that didn't see the overs or both teams to score and the overs. The FA Cup, was kind to us. There's been some nice draws coming out as well. I find this week's card really, really tough at the championship end. But at the bottom end, I think there's 5 skinny ones that we could maybe stick together.
Yep, and we're back to a full schedule this week. We'll take a look at all 3 leagues, the England Championship and England Leagues 1 and 2. We'll start off with the Championship. And, as the season goes on, Flash, you find, to me, less and less value in this league. It's tough. Couple that I had my eye on, Sheffield United to beat Reading. I think that's a good one. Reading have made no qualms about it. They can't keep goals out. United, one of the better teams in the league. They're off a loss. I expect them at home to bounce back here. One other one, Nottingham Forest and Preston over 2.5. Preston have given up goals all season. Nottingham, generally a team that can score goals. And look, they have a trouble at times defending. I think we see goals there. But my favorite game is Sheffield United, Flash.
Well, Sheffield United worry because I took them against Leeds last week and they failed to score. And they didn't look like scoring, to be honest. So I don't know if that's testament to how well Leeds did. They failed to score in Sheffield Wednesday as well, even though they missed a penalty. I like 2 really, really games that I love in this league, and it's Forest at home, so that backs up your goals. We had Birmingham last week to beat Preston 3-0. Got a little bit of luck with the first goal, then it could have been any number you like. So Forest have scored goals. They put Ipswich to bed. In fact, Forest and Ipswich was probably the only one last week. It was my favourite, and it was probably one of the only ones that both teams didn't score and go over. And the other one's Birmingham City, and they're both. You got Forest to win at 2, and you got Birmingham City to win at 2.12.
Yeah, you mentioned the Sheffield United. Keep in mind that we're playing Leeds, who are one of the better teams in the league. I think Reading obviously is a little less potent. I think they can take care of business here. I also kind of like actually, you know what? I'm going to keep it to just 2 here, Flash. I'm going to go Sheffield to beat Reading, and I'm going to go Nottingham Forest and Preston over 2.5. You like Forest at evens and Birmingham at 2.15 to beat Bristol. 4 solid tips. I'm pretty happy with those, Flash. Any other ones you like?
Yeah, let's move on. Let's not complicate it. It's a tough card this week.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, League 1. I like Barnsley to beat Wickham. I know Wickham are playing a bit better, but anytime I can get Barnsley around the 1.9-ish, I'm gonna bite. I like them. I think you would agree probably that one's a good one. I like this price on Doncaster Rovers against Bristol Rovers. 2.5 seems nice. I like that play. Doncaster have been pretty good to me all season, and I don't see any reason to not continue it here. They're playing good. I like the way they're scoring goals. I like Doncaster. While on the road, I still think it's a solid price. And I also I'll go back to something that, Flash, I've been doing all year, Scunthorpe overs. Gillingham have been scoring a ton of goals as well. I think we see a wild one here. I'll go over 2.5 and Gillingham, Scunthorpe as well.
My main 2 in here, my single is Burton Albion to win at home, 2.25. And I also like Luton, but but the Luton price is really skinny. So I'm going to give you some others that we'll put them in a 5-timer. But Burton is definitely one that I would want to put in with Forest and Birmingham. So I've got 2 separate bets. I got 5 in a row. I wouldn't go against your Doncaster. They did brilliantly last week away at Charlton. They kept it tight, and then they took 2 late chances in the last 15 minutes. So that takes some doing. Stop Charlton scoring, especially away from home.
Now, you mentioned like Burton Albion. They've not played well lately, Flash. What are you seeing there?
But basically, Burton Albion is never, ever, ever an easy trip, and the thing is with this type of game, they're a level higher. They just put their front foot forward. They'll get this job done. And I just thought that 5-4 for the home team, that they should be shorter than that. I thought it'd be like 1.8, 1.85, but to get 2.25, I'm happy to put Burton in.
Yeah, kind of fading a bad roadside. I'll just stick with Doncaster to win, and then Scunthorpe Gillingham over 2.5. Also like Barnsley to beat Wickham. What do you think about that, Flash? You've been a Barnsley supporter all year.
I mean, Barnsley are a different class. It's just having to take odds on away from home, I'm not a great lover of that, to be honest. And Barnsley would be one that I certainly wouldn't want to go against, and I wouldn't want to be with the other team and the draw. So if you wanted to play that game, you could only go with Barnsley. But I just thought that odds on away from home is not something I really wanted to be getting involved in.
Now, Flash, my England geography is quite good, but where is Barnsley? What's that, Sheffield near, I think?
Yeah, just about 8 or 9 mile northeast of Sheffield.
And that, not too far away from, this isn't a long trip or anything. I mean, is it? Barnsley to Wickham? Wickham's in what?
Central Wickham's here. Yeah, Wickham's down here in Hertfordshire. Wickham's down just sort of east of the Thames Valley area. So, it'd be a good 3 hours.
Gotcha. Yeah, couple of solid tips there. I think Doncaster, the price is just too hard to pass up. 3-1s there I like, and Flash mentioned Burton. I think that's a decent travel spot to take on the Burton Albion side against Shrewsbury. League 2, Flash. I had a couple I liked here, and I'll go down a few. Lincoln, standard play at 2 against Stevenage. We've been betting them all year. It's not going to stop now. Yeah. I also like Tranmere at home against Cambridge. Tranmere always at home.
Right. Let me stop you there, big man. Let me there. Well, I've been probably championing Cambridge more than anybody else. They had a really, really tough game last night, home to Northampton. Really tough game. There's a real battle. It's quite local to each other. My 4th main bet is Tranmere at home to Cambridge.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite bets of the week. I really like this one. 2.2 against Cambridge. Tranmere, a tough place to go, a tough team to beat at home. I like that one. I also have 2 other ones, Flash. Pretty standard. I mean, not a great price, but Colchester to just beat Macclesfield. I almost want to just ramp it up and say Colchester to win to 0 at 2.75. And Macclesfield are going down. They're going back to the 4th level. They're not any good. Colchester shouldn't have any problems here. And then, Flash, I was surprised. I've taken Exeter at big prices this year, but this is the biggest price I've seen this year on Exeter. Bury are playing really well, aren't they, Flash? But Exeter's a big price.
I'm with Bury. I want to be with Bury. I mean, I've done a 5-time. I'm looking at a 5-timer, and they're all our old favourites. Mansfield to win at home, odds on. MK Dons to win at home, odds on. Colchester, Bury, and Luton. I'm just happy with M5. Just stick them in there for maybe 20 quid and just let it roll.
Yeah, those sound pretty good, actually. I mean, I think, Flash, you've not really been interested in Bury until recently. They kind of sold you here?
No, just because they score goals at home. And remember what I said to you. I mean, listen, if people want to give us a little pat on the back, you have a look at the League 1 and League 2. All the teams that we've been betting, they're all in the top 6 in both the divisions.
Yep.
So, and this is where you've got to do. You can't be. There's such a gulf between the top and bottom of each of these leagues, unless you get someone like a Cambridge who are just not getting rubber to green, or they've been playing really well, but they've been playing against the best sides.
Yeah, you look at a four-timer here. I could go Colchester, Tranmere, Milton Keynes Dons, and Luton at 8.27. I like that. $100.
But if you put Mansfield, MK Dons, and Colchester, Luton, there's 4, and
12.
then Bury's the 5th.
Yeah, I just put Luton in instead of Bury because I'll be honest, Flash. I'm taking Exeter 5.5.
Right.
It's a big price.
Okay.
You know, I don't think there's too much difference between those two.
After Woking last week, you like them. You like them big price ones that we mentioned. I mean, it was amazing that we picked out the only giant killing act.
Yeah, I mean, why not, right? I mean, we also had Gillingham to beat Slough. That was an easy one too. But yeah, no, I like all these tips. I think we have some good ones this week. I'll just go down, Flash, quickly my League Two. I'm going to go Exeter 5.5, Colchester 1.6, Lincoln at 2. Tranmere 2.2. I think Tranmere's the bet of the week. I think you and I both really like that one, Flash, right?
Yeah, I mean, I expect Tranmere. I mean, it's a long way, Cambridge to Tranmere. Tranmere, tough place to go. Tranmere scored goals. But the big thing for me is Cambridge coming off a tough game last night against Northampton. So, I mean, I like Tranmere.
Now, Flash, let me ask you. In the current League One and League Two, you played at Bradford, you played at Hartlepool. What's the toughest trip in the lower leagues, you think?
Well, I mean, the lower leagues. I mean, for us, it was probably Hartlepool to Plymouth, which was in bottom left corner of the country to the top right. I think Carlisle to maybe Gillingham is one of the tough ones. I mean, anywhere where I mean, the most northern team in the lower leagues is going to be Sunderland, and the most easterly side, right down in the corner, is going to be Plymouth. So probably Sunderland to Plymouth, or Plymouth to Sunderland.
Now, as far as like League One and League Two, who had the best like home atmosphere, you think?
Well, obviously Sunderland when they were at Roker Park before, and obviously they've had 45,000 in the Premier League. Leeds, sorry, that's Championship. They all have their own special, unique little bit. Plymouth get a good fan base. Plymouth do well. They make a lot of noise. But I mean, Portsmouth make a lot of noise. They're only got 15,500, I think, something like that in there. But they go home and away. They don't really leave it, even if they're winning or losing. They still go to the game, you know.
Plymouth is like a farming area, isn't it?
Plymouth's a naval area. It's right on the coast. Okay. But yes, it's down in Devon, Cornwall way, which is not. There's not a lot. There's not a lot. If I could, it's probably the same as Utah for you people.
Okay, gotcha. So that is out in the middle of nowhere. Exactly, good stuff, yeah. Flash. Great questions, great answers as always. I think we got some winners here this week, so we'll look to bang out a few. Yep, we'll look to bang out a few. We've really had some great weeks here. I mean, I think if you go back to all of our tips, I mean, we've given out some great ones. And as Flash said, you know, in the grand scheme of things, we've kind of pinned these teams quickly as far as when the season started, and they've been very good throughout the year. So great stuff, Flash. As always, we'll see you next week.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now, we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.